Oh, no. Okay, I've got some in here. Oh, thank God. I thought I did my water then. I was like, I'm going to die out here. I'm going to die. But no, I won't die. So that's just fine. Just fine. How is everyone doing today? How are we? What's going on? It's been a really nice, long, easygoing morning for me today. In that I got up at 5:30 this morning. Hello, Mr. Hare. What are you doing? 5:30. I was up this morning because I wanted to get up and have a nice kind of longer day and really sit in it and take my time with it, as opposed to waking up later in the day and having to rush through things. But immediately I'm going to be on for an hour today. It's just an hour and then I'm off because, again, as usual, I have things I must do. So I won't be here for long. So I'll have to repeat that time and time and time again. So if you're late today, well, that's just too bad, isn't it? Too bad. People come in late and they miss the show. And that's just it. That is just it. You know, that is just it. So I'll just have to leave it there. I'll just have to leave it there. But yeah, where's Dexter? Dexter, hello. Is he coming? I love it because actually I was sat on the couch behind me not 10 minutes ago, and it was almost like he was going, it's time to go live, mate, because I want to be stroked. I want to cuddle, and it's about that time. So you better get in your chair. And I was like, all right, mate, okay. Fine. I'll get on with it. There's Abby. What's up, Abby? Well, yes. Yeah. Oh, God, that's my water. That's it. That is water. Done. I got a blister on my elbow again from leaning leg. Can you see it? Can you see that? Blister right there. Terrible. Ill? Oh, with what? How are you ill? Like, is it a head ill? Tummy ill? So just fuzzy feeling ill? What kind of ill is it? That's not great. When did that start? That's a shame. Boo. We don't like illness. I don't know anyone who does like illness. Well, I suppose people like the CDC and WHO, the World Health Organization, they probably like illness. Like, they don't like it, but they like it because they're like, oh, disease to study. Come here, let me prod you. Yes, please. Oh, I'd love to. Disease. Yes, illness, vomit. Give it to me. I want to poke through it and I want to take samples. Abdominal pain since whenever college stopped. Well, damn. Have you managed to get to a doctor? Have you managed to get anything looked at there? Sometimes severe pain makes you throw up. Oh, my Lord. Yeah. I mean, so you say since. Are you saying like every day? And have you tried to see a doctor? Because that obviously is quite the cause for concern, my lord. Quite the cause. Quite the cause for concern. Yeah, certainly if it's abdominal pain as well. That could be so many things. So many things. I'll tell you one thing now, and hopefully this might inspire you to go and get it looked at. Every day. Have you been to a doctor yet, Abby? I watched an episode of Grey's Anatomy recently, and there was a young lady who went in with severe abdominal pains. And I don't know if you want to know exactly what happened that episode. Like, it was pretty horrific. It's not like horrific like she dies or anything. She survives the whole thing. It's not that. But actually, the reason she had abdominal pain. Oh, God. No, have you been to the doctor yet? Have you been? Because really, again, then it went away. I phoned the doctor. Usually, he said usually they call people in for a blood test, but due to the coronavirus, someone should just monitor it. Okay. Have you called again then? Because again, I think monitor it kind of means if it goes away, then it's fine. But if it continues and persists, then you need to call again. How long ago was that? Basically, what I'm getting at, to jump at it, Abby, just to go through it, is call them again. Because if you bear in mind, we've been in off college for 4 months now, and if you've had abdominal pains, it's not about worse. It's the fact that it hasn't gone away. You still have it. That is the thing. I have a selection of different stories about, abdominal pains, some not so severe, some severe. And it's basically a case of, yes, go back to the doctor, because sometimes abdominal pain could be like you ate something and your stomach's struggling to deal with it. You haven't eaten enough. It's just like sometimes lack of sleep. God, it could be something, that can be remedied. But if you've had stomach pain for 4 months, every single day, go to the hospital. Literally go to the hospital, because it's not even on a level something that I particularly want even to smile at, because that is a 4-month pain. Yeah, but if it still hurts, then it's a problem. It's a problem. This is actually like this is a big lesson. It's a life lesson, if you like. If a problem persists for a certain amount of time, and I think that certain amount of time could actually be, honestly, for like actually, I'll be honest, I'd even want to go as long as like 14 days. If you literally experience pain, and I really want to say this, that is unclear, and you're not able to remedy it, and you're not sure what's working for 14 days onwards, and it still is in pain, go to the doctor straight away, because a lot of things can go away naturally on their own. But when something lasts for that long, like a cold lasts like 3 to 5 days, right? That's it. It can last that long. And if you're taking the medicine, it usually passes. The flu's kind of a bit similar, 4 months doesn't sound bad. That sounds really, really bad. I'm literally telling you right now, 4 months of pain. That's usually, actually, no, I don't even know, because the thing is, I'm not a doctor either. So actually, hang on. I'm going to, oh, dearie me. And it's, it's anything longer than 14 days, go to the doctor. Anything, right? Physical, mental, anything like that. And obviously you don't go to the GP, but usually you maybe find a therapist if it's something mental. But that's the kind of a rule I stick by. If it goes on for longer than 2 weeks, that's what happened with my leg. I got runner's knee, and actually, honestly, I panicked because I genuinely thought that my kneecap had slidden out of position, and my leg, I was in so much pain just walking up and down stairs, getting in my car. It hurt so much that I actually couldn't run. I could barely walk. And this was last year. Excuse me. And so I had to start going to a physio. I went to a GP first. They took me to the physio, and then they actually got it sorted out. But that pain persisted for 3 months. That went on. And yeah, for 3 months, it hurt to get out of my car. I had to walk upstairs. It hurt more to walk downstairs. I could not run. I could not do weights. I could do very little. And it wasn't great. So hang on. Okay, so hang on. Okay. Okay. I'm just looking at this now before I'm going to like say, oh, you've got 2 weeks to live, because you know what it's like when you Google stuff on the internet. But actually, what it is saying here, one thing I have read, usually by the time abdominal pain has been present for 3 months or more, people have been evaluated by a doctor. Now, obviously, I wouldn't say you've been fully evaluated, because the doctor said monitor it because of coronavirus. So I wouldn't say you've been evaluated as such, because they haven't really been able to see you. Typical disorders that cause abdominal pain have already been identified. Again, they haven't. If people have been evaluated and the cause has not been identified by this time, only about 10% of them have specific physical disorder. The remaining 90% have what is called functional abdominal pain. So that, again, says that, we're not even at that stage where we can even say what it is, because you haven't been evaluated. What is slightly more reassuring is, hang on, chronic abdominal pain usually occurs in children beginning after 5 years. About 10 to 15% of children aged 5 to 16 years, particularly those aged 8 to 12 years, have chronic or recurring abdominal pain. It is somewhat more common among girls. Chronic abdominal pain is also common among adults, affecting women more than men. People with chronic abdominal pain may also have other symptoms depending on the cause. So, yeah, it's common, which is good. That's a good sign. And then there's loads of reasons that I don't need to read out because we don't need to go into that yet because you haven't actually seen the doctor. There's loads of things. Right, hang on. So I'm going to read what you've said here because you've been talking to me and I've been reading stuff. Yes, but sometimes we say, yeah. Then I went away after I found the doctor. He said usually they call people in for blood. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm way behind. To be fair, he said it sounded like I could have appendicitis, but I'm sure if I had that, it would have burst by now, unless there's a mild case. Wasn't really sure. I think he probably wants me to have a blood test, but I did not phone again, so they probably think I'm fine. Well, yeah, of course they do. And also, yeah, no, the thing is, Abby, the thing is, with these things, it's your health. And of course, yeah, the doctor has so many other people to look after that they are not going to be checking up on you. Are you okay? Unless they happen to be a good doctor, but that's not the service that is given and offered. 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, you are the one who reports back and says, yes, I'm fine, or no, I'm not fine. And yeah, usually if you don't respond, that's usually a case of, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they're not going to check up on you otherwise, because usually people don't really call them back if everything's okay. So they get used to that. So I would definitely contact them again, say you're still not feeling great and you've been throwing up and you still feel pain. And so on. But also, I'm actually openly going to say as well that there may be some connections, and I'm not saying it is this thing, but this is just an idea that actually it could be some connections around menstruation. So hang on a minute. Now, of course, what I'm not saying is that, you don't know that, or, you hadn't thought of that, but I'm only saying this because I'm aware that menstruation, basically periods, can really have very, very different impacts to very different women. Some women will have incredibly painful ones and they can have ongoing effects. Some women will have periods that don't seem to impact them much and they're fine. Some people have periods that are very heavy. Some of them don't. And they all vary. They can all come at different times. They all last different times. They're all unique. They're not just like, hey, it's my time of the month, 7 days, here we go, woo. And then 7 days later, all right, I did my flow, I'm out of here, bye. It doesn't work like that for everyone at all. So there could also be an element of that. And then, of course, knowing that you are 71 years old, maybe it's coming back in a weird way. Maybe it's making a return. So yeah. Hang on. Nope, that's not the question. No, that's not it. Obviously, the way that I've Googled it, because, I still am a guy and therefore I still have my blind spots. I've Googled it in probably the dumbest way and it's given me the most predictable answers because I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. But I didn't have a chance to Google it properly. So, stop it. Why don't you just come up on my lap? Hey, get off. Stop ruining my ottoman. Are you going to stop? Okay. Stop it. Go on, shoo. Cut it out. What is he? This is ripping my hair. Yeah, give him another bell. I would definitely call him again. Because 4 months that is a long time to experience pain. That is a long time, and I think that's definitely something that you want to have checked up. And at least if you contact them again, it can flare up a bit more on their radar. It can, because of course the first call, no, you don't think it's that? That's fine, no problem. Again, you know your body better than I do, but it's sometimes, these things, I don't know. It's just, I'm just throwing stuff out there. But yeah, like I think the first time you say, hey, there's a problem, the doctor can, of course, think up what symptoms there might be and what it might be and and so on. And they might give you some tablets and go, hey, take these. It should go away and to so many weeks. If it doesn't go back, come back. I think that's the key. If it doesn't go away, then get back to us. And I think because this hasn't gone away and it's been 4 months, it might flare up again to them be like, right, okay, this is not like mega serious, but it's certainly more serious than we originally thought. So let's take it that much more seriously than we originally thought. And it just puts a little more attention on it. Yeah, there you go. It's a different area of stomach. No problem. Cool. Okay. I'm just literally just throwing stuff out there. I don't even know why I'm not a doctor. I'm just trying to help, but I might be doing it all wrong. So I got to be careful. Sorry, Flower. About your brain. What was about your brain? What did you go to the doctor for about that? What was happening with your brain? Do tell. Would love to know. Share more. See more things. I'm just singing a song while you type it out. That's all. So thankfully there was nothing then when you went for a scan. Cool, but I still have like sharp pains that last for a minute and then disappear. Yeah. So I mean, if there's nothing there, then at least you can know that it's something more psychological and not something physical, which is absolutely a relief on the brain. Bloody hell, definitely a relief on the brain. But yeah, of course, there still is that hunt for what triggers them, what sets them off. Because once you're able to identify that again, then you're able to be like, right, let me sort this out. I think we had a chat about this. Wasn't it about driving, right? You're learning to drive, and we had to talk about your headaches and how, you could start looking at when they flare up and things like that. Because it does, I mean, it could actually be, it's weird. I don't know, this is going to sound so, what's the word? Eye rolly. Like you're just gonna be like, oh, but it could literally be a level of stress that is being ignored, perhaps something. Because I know that there can be. I'm pretty sure. 1 second. Pretty sure that there are symptoms. 1 second. I'm going to look at this quickly. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so headaches and migraines and stuff. Usually, the most common symptoms after some form of traumatic headache or brain injury. Sorry, and obviously that's not to say that it was something that took place that you can remember. It might have been something that you don't remember. Who knows? But it could just be that. So that and also that could also connect to your stomach as well in some degree. Who knows? Migraines, but this is maybe a different version of migraine. All I know is I experience sharp pain. Sometimes my tongue goes numb on my arm or leg. It's great your legs go numb, you fall over. That sounds like a hoot, Abby. Sounds like an absolute hoot. It's like, I'm going down, people. See you later. Bye. I'm having a wonderful one-way trip to the floor. Whee! Yeah. No, that certainly does. That certainly does sound like if they can't find anything in your brain, it sounds like there's more likely to be something psychological going on there. But yeah, interesting indeed. Right. So I've only got 40 minutes left. I'm actually cutting off at 1 o'clock. So Twigsy's going to come in. What? Okay, here we go. What time, Abby, do you reckon Twigsy's going to get here? Let's take bets. We'll take bets on what time Twigsy arrives today. Because you've got an advantage because you could actually just message them and just say, what time are you going to turn up? Because Dan and I are making a bet. But if you really want to play, don't message them. or just ask and take a guess beforehand. In fact, let's do it now. Quickly, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to guess that Twigsy's going to turn up at 22. You reckon 12? Okay, so you reckon 12:35, and I reckon 12:40. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the chat as well, so it's clear. 12:40. Oh, I'm actually gonna put it in the chat, not just type it emptily on the keyboard. 12:40. Okay, cool. All right, so that's it. Whoever's closest. Okay, so you get 12:36, 12:37. I get 12:38, 12:39, and then obviously, you get 12:35 and before that, and then so right, they've got 17 minutes to show up. Okay, 17 minutes to show up, and we'll see what happens. Let's see who has more faith in Twigsy, because technically you do, because you're like, no, they'll be here. They'll be here at a good time. But it's always at least half an hour afterwards. We've both agreed on that. So we'll see what happens. There is no Ethan today, I noticed. Oh, wait. Oh, damn it. There is no Ethan today. Right. I've just remembered. 1 second. I need to do something very quickly. It's just clicked in my head. But I do need to do it right now. So excuse me. God, it's just so much. Hang on. This is actually important. I need to make sure I get this done. There. And then there. And then. Okay, there. Right. I do that. And then what I've got to do. I'm sorry, Abby. I'm sorry. I've got to do a little bit of admin here while I'm here, because there's it's something that I've literally just remembered I need to get done. It's not good enough. Another weird thing is I lost £2 in a week without doing anything, but I probably put it back on now. Well, I mean, if you were feeling ill and vomiting and stuff, the chances are you probably weren't eating well that week, and so that's also possible. And yeah, I think there's either that is connected to something going on within your body, or that actually is not massively common or uncommon, but it's not unusual, I would say, for a young person to like weight to just go up. And actually that happens anyway. Like your weight generally will drop and rise quite quickly day to day. So actually they recommend you weigh yourself every 2 weeks as opposed to every week, because you do it too often and your weight isn't really that consistent. One day you're like 2 pounds heavier, the next day you're 2 pounds lighter, then suddenly you're like 3 pounds. You're like, what's going on here? And so you kind of have to just see how the ups and downs actually go up or down depending on whether or not you're trying to lose or gain weight. It's a pain in the butt, but that could be connected to the headaches and the nausea as well. No question about it. Leroy Jenkins has subscribed to you on YouTube. Yay! Thanks, Leroy Jenkins. Leroy. Also, we're going to show Twigsy's bird when they get back. I'm also going to put a bet down that when Twigsy arrives, they're going to ask me, did you get my email? I can feel it. Right. I'm going to send an email because I need to do that as well. So bear with me just a moment. There we go. Okay. Yeah. There are the details. Okay, right. Thank you, Abby. I just really need to make sure that was done. And indeed, done it is. Done it is. No sign of Twigsy just yet. Well, yeah, for sure. Also, I was doing something. You're being sick. Yeah, exactly. I guess my tiredness can be explained by staying up all night. Also, well, yeah, and the thing is, I think also this is one of the challenges with, I think, illness and certain things is, and that's something that I just kind of got used to, is at least only in my own experience, and this isn't really fair to be honest with you. I think the better you look after yourself, the easier it is to know what a sickness is. But if, and that's something that I just kind of got used to, is at least only in my own experience, and this isn't really fair to be honest with you. And this is in regards to any person, right? If you're not eating well, if you're not sleeping well, if you're drinking too much, if you're smoking too much, if you do a lot of drugs, and your body gets ill, it just complicates the diagnosis, because literally what would sometimes be advised is just like, well, sort that out. Your body is not responding well to your lack of sleep. That's why you feel sick. Go and get some rest. And that can be like the first port. And the problem with that is that may not always be the problem. It could be something more serious. And of course, you'd expect a doctor to be able to figure that out and know that beforehand. But I think it certainly adds to the problem. And so yeah, if you find yourself staying up all night or not sleeping well and stuff like that, I think one of the first things that I've always done, and I started putting a habit on, is if I didn't feel well, whether it was mentally, physically, psychologically, or anything, I would change my habits, and I would kind of clean up what I was consuming, sleeping better. And what I found is that actually that's always got me feeling better again, basically every time. So I'll confess this to you, Abby, right now, even though people might watch it on the replay, but it will be no surprise. So obviously when we went into quarantine, I actually started drinking more alcohol than I usually do. And it became not like an obsession or an addiction, but it just became habit. It was just like, right, here comes the evening, guess I'll have a drink. And it wasn't drinking a lot, but it was still drinking. And I recognized that actually my mood over time was starting to deplete. And this was, quite a while ago, actually, started to deplete. And I was like, this isn't great. And I spotted the habit, because also I used to have a really bad relationship with alcohol. So I was like, this is not okay. And this is going down a bad road. And I did start to feel down in my head. I did start to feel heavy and slow. And I did start to wake up and just spend like the first 3 hours of my day feeling sick. And of course, he's just being hungover. But I was like, something's not right. This is really bad. So I actually spent some time where I just stopped. I just stopped drinking alcohol, tried to hydrate myself far more. Again, did more running, continued the running, and kept going with it. And it just took about, I think, 3 nights until eventually I had one just fantastic night's sleep, and I just felt amazing. And I was like, right, I needed to detox. I just need to get some stuff out of my system and start again. So yeah, for sure. And alcohol is a depressing thing. And I think because of my history with it, I caught myself off guard. But I'm glad I caught myself off guard, because I'd taken for granted that I had the relationship that I had with alcohol, and forgot that I had it, and therefore fell into that trap of not realizing that I was falling back into it. So I was like, right, okay, maybe not. Let's not do this. But I think there's something good to note, is that when you build up any kind of habit, good or bad, any bad habit, I suppose I'll just keep it there. Any bad habit is that habit kind of stays with you. It's still there, ebbing in the background, because it's like, Abby, did you get Twigsy to arrive early? No. Well, Twigsy's here now, everyone. Well done, Twigsy. You're going to at least experience half of this episode, so well done. Glad you're here. I didn't give you the grace of being here this early. I did not. So yes, well done to you. Well, no, technically no. Well, yes, we're both wrong, but actually Abby gave you more credit, because Abby thought you turn up earlier than I did. Abby thought you turn up in about 5 minutes, kind of 7 minutes. I thought you turn up in more like 12 minutes. So Abby gave you far more credit than I did, because I just got into habit. We just got used to it. Do you remember that? I love it. I got out of bed for this. Do you remember that time where you joined and I was like, "Welcome, Twigsy. We're going now," and it was just like, I don't really know what to say, but just get here on time, please, because otherwise you miss the show every time, and it's just not a great place to be, isn't it? Oh, it's awkward. So yeah. But yes, what we were talking about. Welcome to Goodbye's Den. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Goodbye to Dan's Den. That's the introduction now. That's where we go. What was I going to say? Yes, so Twigsy, just to fill you in, what we're talking about is the complications of diagnosing our health. And And I'll let Abby tell you why we're talking about it. There's no point in me saying it. Abby can tell you herself. But basically, I got into the area of kind of basically talking about why it's more important that you're in a good place with your health and stuff. Because if you get sick, it's easier to be able to spot the problem. And I gave an example of where I was talking about I think you know this, like I had my challenges with drinking in the past, and those habits stayed with me. So when we went into quarantine, I fell into a trap of drinking quite regularly, and not loads, but regularly. And it got me in a mental place where I was like, I'm not feeling great. I feel a bit sick and da-da-da. And I could have called the doctor, but they would have struggled probably to identify what was really making me sick, unless they just asked me the basics. Are you drinking enough water? Do you smoke? Do you drink alcohol? Yeah. Okay, fine. Maybe stop that then. And the problem is while that's a very simple solution, what if that wasn't the problem? What if there's a bigger problem behind it? Now I've spent time stopping the alcohol to then discover that that's not actually the problem. And that's why it's really great that we just be healthy, and why we just look after ourselves and keep an eye on ourselves as well, because we can fall into those traps quite easily. So yeah, that was it. Twixie knows about the appendicitis. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right then. That's exactly the meme. That's what it felt like when you came in. You literally came in, took your hat off. Hi, everyone. Okay, then see you later. Just like that was it. Thanks for coming, Twixie. Really great to have you here. No, that was it. That was it. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this, actually. I was on a phone call with a guy yesterday, and his Wi-Fi also was just and he lives in America, and his Wi-Fi was god awful as well. Absolutely god awful. So maybe there's something going on with that. I know the weather's not great right now, so it might be interfering with it a little bit. Or maybe the fact that two people's Wi-Fi just happens to have been funny in the last 24 hours is just a coincidence and nothing to do with a greater picture of the Wi-Fi going down. God, I need to get outside. Joe, I can totally, when I think about all of this, right? Could be SPAC. What the hell is that? Everyone's Wi-Fi sucks. Yeah, and you're right about the quarantine. I mean, I'm not getting it so bad right now, but yeah, there was a period. Do you remember this was why I moved the lives to a 12 p.m. slot, because when we did it at 4, a lot of people would already be home by then. So a lot of people would get home and then jump on the Wi-Fi, and then at 4 p.m. we couldn't do a live because it was buffering to crap. Whereas now it's a bit clearer, it's a bit cleaner. And also, yeah, at 4 p.m. people in America start waking up and using their internet as well. So it just starts getting really heavy, especially on YouTube. On the YouTubers. Yeah. It could be space, right? And it's raining. Yeah. One thing I actually have noticed is the ease at which being quarantined, I've been really careful about this, how easily I found it for myself. Because I've been quarantined, I'm not seeing enough of the outer world and what's going on out there. Less so now because I'm able to go out again, which is great. How easy it is to take things from a molehill to a mountain, because of course my world is now my home, right? It's just here, and I don't know what everyone's actually doing out there, and I don't know what's happening, and I can't really know until I'm actually in the space. So I just think, wow, two people's Wi-Fi is struggling. Maybe Virgin Media is having difficulties. Maybe the entire space station that handles the Wi-Fi is struggling, and oh my God, when actually two people's Wi-Fi is just struggling at the moment. That's it. Why does it have to be part of something bigger? Seriously, I need to get outside, guys. Where has Dexter gone? Is it because he's ruining my ottoman? Seriously. Oh, Ottie the ottoman. Why? Why would you do that? It's not fair. So, Twixie, how are you? How are you getting on? How's life treating you at the moment? I feel for you, Twixie. That's got to suck. Yeah. I mean, at least you get out. Because at least, you get to walk the dog. And that's something. I know it's not exactly getting out, but, at least you get to go outside. That is something. And that's actually one of the reasons I run. I didn't run at all last week. So I didn't run at all last week. I lost 2 minutes on my running time. On my fastest 2 whole minutes. I was heartbroken. But I also recognize that not leaving the house just to go for a run also makes a humongous difference on my mental well-being. So I was like, yeah, I need to get back to this. Excuse me. I need to get back to this. So yeah, no, exactly. Nature it is. It's definitely there. I was gonna ask as well, Abby. I was like, I'm just gonna wait until Abby clarifies. Yeah, me too, Twigsy. Me too. I saw the comment, and in my head, I was just like, all right then, okay, cool. Well, I'm guessing Abby wants us to ask her about the black gel. What black gel, Abby? For what? But you need more black gel pens. Okay, thank you. That explains a lot. Is that what you use to do your art then? I mean, obviously some of it, because I know some of it's paint, but is that something that you use for your art? Is that just for general writing purposes? Is that generally for the scribe? Is that what that's for? Is that what it is? Do tell. Is that the purpose of it? Literally colored the canvas in with black gel pen. Which one though? Which canvas? What are you talking about? Are you talking about those 3 black photos? Is that actually gel pen? Is that what it is? It's not actually a black screen. It's just black gel pen, just to show how black the black pen is. Oh, the Lonesome Unicorn. That wasn't gel. Shut up. I'm looking at it right now. That wasn't gel. That's a lie. That looked like that's paint. Absolutely 100% that is paint. Don't lie to me. Oh, I see the gel pen fills in the blank spot. Okay. And then you did. Right. I'm with you now. Are you with you now? Yeah, it's a cool bit of art. Have you not seen it, Twigsy? I've seen it. I'm looking at it right now. Have you not seen it yet? Am I right, Abby? Right? You know, if they haven't seen it. I've seen it. Guess, you know, it's really important to know who's important around here. I'm looking at it. You probably have seen it. But yeah. No, it's yeah, absolutely. Cool title, for sure. I see what you mean now. Yes, I'm seeing the gel pen, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, Abby never sent you art. Abby, what's that about, eh? What is that about that you're not sharing your art with your friends? Also, I'm not going to lie, Twigsy, you could just follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Instagram. Do it that way. Probably best. But also, Abby, why are you not sharing your art with your friends? You forgot to. That's not even good enough, is it? It's not really good enough, is it, Twigsy? You forgot to. I forgot to share my passion with the people that matter to me. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, pardon me. You're right, Twigsy. My bad. Can I show some to Twigsy now, Abby? Is that okay? And then what I'll also do is I'll show everyone the picture that I got sent yesterday of the baby sparrow. Is that okay? Let's do both. Hang on. Why is it not letting me just focus in on this? Hello. Why are you being like this? Stop it. Why are you doing this? There we go. Oh, look at the sparrow. Cutie. Oh, look at you both. Sure. Okay, so here's... Why have you switched to mobile data? For what reason? So here's the sparrow. There. Put it in front of my face. Look at it. Oh, sparrow. It's cute. Birds are cute, aren't they? Except for when they're terrified and they're like, get off me! And they peck you with the beak. And yeah, that was cute. And then here is Abby's art. We're going to start from the top here. In fact, let's do a little art gallery. Let's do a little art gallery session with Abby's art. First of all, what I perceive to be a fractal graphics piece, an array of warm and cold colors mixed together like a volcano in the center of the ocean. A piece titled Portals. And I'm not going to show you the other one just yet, but you can just look at that. Portals. It actually looks pretty cool on the screen right there as well. Nice. The next one. An eclectic array of colors, not necessarily reflected, unearthly colors. I put it that way. These are not natural, but neither is the subject matter of this piece of work. It evokes a unique otherworldliness. I'm going to do this with all of them now. Everyone, the lonesome unicorn. Yeah, see, that's what I liked about the last one as well. It did kind of have that vibe around it, didn't it? Yeah. It's cool. Oh, excuse me. That was a yawn. I do that every time, by the way. Every time I yawn. That's how it works. Next piece. The following piece is one hell of a mohawk. Right? This unicorn ain't messing around. Ain't messing around. You don't F with that unicorn. Hell no. The next one is a contrasting piece with lights and darks, but a magnificent cold array of colors, whites and blues. A scene calm, gentle, undisturbed, and yet titled Mad World. You just scream when you yawn. So when you yawn, you're just like, ah! Is that how you yawn? I don't think that's going to be contagious. I don't know if that's contagious. Could you imagine if that was contagious? Oh my God, that would be so funny. So funny. Oh, be like, and you'd hear it coming very slowly. You just hear people say, ah! All of them just all the way down the street. And you just hear like a really big like Mexican wave of yawns heading your way. Like, no, it must not get me. Be like a horror film. Like, I'm gonna run away because I'm not yawning. I don't want to scream. It's terrifying. And eventually it gets you, and you're like, ah! You're like, whew, the wave has passed. That would be so funny. Normalize scream yawns. Oh dear. Normalize it. Which painting? Because the last one I showed you wasn't a painting. That one actually no. Do you know what? I've jumped to a conclusion here. Sorry. That was really rude. Is that a painting, Abby? That one. Is that one a painting? Because that is impressive. If that's a painting, but I can't. It looks like a picture to me, but I can't actually tell, to be honest with you. Is that a painting? I don't know. I'm waiting for Abby to confirm. I don't know. I don't want to say like it's not a painting when actually Abby's like, I want to let you know that I did paint that. So wait, it is a painting. It is a painting. If that's a painting, that is absolutely phenomenal. But I'm waiting for your comment to come through, Abby. I'm waiting for it to come through. And exactly, looking at it, it looks like a photo, but it is a photo. Okay, right, cool. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I get it. Absolutely. Okay, fine. I mean, one day, if you wanted to go down that road, you know, well then. Oh, God. Unbelievable. Right, the next piece. The next piece is political, in some ways violent, but clear and visceral. It represents past, present, and future, and is titled "To Discriminate Only Generates Hate." Another piece by Abby there. And you can see the words. I don't know if you can see the words. It says, Yo, what's going on with the world, mama? Yo, people living like they ain't got no mamas. I mean, it is in some ways violent. There's gun shooting stuff. The world's on fire. There's people like on top of buildings and stuff. It's pretty violent. Come on. Come on. It's violent. That is violence. Also, it looks like the person's crying like blood out their eyes. Or that's a scar. Also, the person's ear's been bitten off. You know? Your dog's making pig noises. Well, Twigsy, have I got news for you? Have I got a little information for you, hey? Abby, are you going to tell Twigsy or shall I tell them? Just, are you going to do it? Okay, I don't mind doing it. You can do it. I'll leave it to you. I'll let you do it, Abby. You're closer to Twigsy than I am. I mean, don't put a question mark at the end of it. My pig is making oinking noises. Yeah. Yeah, my horse is making cat noises. My horse, Dexter. Come on, Twigsy. Come on. Stop acting like you've got a pet dog. Question mark. Oh, is it a long pig? Oh, that's a lot of sausage. We love to see it. No, that's mean. I'm sorry. That's your pet. We don't eat domesticated animals. We just eat the ones that are wild. That's literally how we differentiate. That is it. That is it. We just eat the ones that are wild. The moment we name them, well, actually, no, that's not true. You know what? This is pretty wild. You know, I always thought if we named something, we would care about it more. I worked in a steakhouse, a Miller and Carter. So you guys probably know there's one in Banbury. It recently opened up just before. It's unfortunate because it opened up just before quarantine, and it sucks because it's probably closed again permanently. But I know at that restaurant, you would be able to get the name of the cow that you were eating. Like you had a very, very clear cut trace from beginning of the story. From basically a very clear cut story from the birth of the cow, the journey of the cow, the life of the cow, the death of the cow, and then the cooking of the cow. So they were able to say, if you wanted to know the name of the cow that your beef came from, they'd be able to tell you. And I just didn't know how I felt about that. I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that because, of course, I don't want to build relationships like that with my food. That's not, no. Well, that's it. Exactly. Well, you say that, right? So clearly they did not want you to eat it, but no, they did. It was a steakhouse. They were proud of it. They were so proud of their beef that they were like, we'll tell you the name of it if you want. I'm like, no, why would anyone want to know that? I love Cheryl. Cheryl's tasty. Just see what, like, no. I like my emotional distance with my food. Thank you very much. I don't want to know that my broccolis name was Barry, and I certainly don't want to know that my steak's name was Susan. I just want to know that the food will sustain me until I'm hungry again. Please, please, please don't give me the name of the damn thing. Do not bring emotions into this plate in front of me. I will bring emotions into how animals are treated, and absolutely, I will be responsible about the amount of meat I consume. Yes, but I will not have you naming the damn meat. If you wanted me to buy less chicken, this would be a power move by vegans, I swear. Not that it would stop everyone, because some people wouldn't stop, and that's fine, like they won't. But if the power move by vegans would be if they actually started putting the name of the chicken on the packaging. And it would do the same with, I think about it now, they do the same with cigarettes. If they put names of people who died from lung cancer on the pack of cigarettes, I'd just be like, it would guilt me into not buying it. It wouldn't work for me. I'd just be like, I don't get it. It wouldn't work for everyone. I know. Some people would be like, I don't care. I want to smoke. Hello, I'm an addict. Hello. And some people are like, I want a chicken. I want to get some beef. Hello. So I get that not everyone's going to care, but I would be like, no. I wouldn't be able to do it. No, Cheryl. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Why are you, Cheryl? No. This is it. Imagine if you dropped it on the floor. No, exactly. Cheryl, get up. No. That for some reason reminded me of a Big Mama. I've not seen that film. I've not actually seen it. So I don't know. We've got 10 minutes left, people. And I haven't read any of today's book, but I think that's fine because I didn't read the book on Monday either. I'm sorry we have to cut these short. It is because I'm trying to plan my days with the workload as it increases. I do have to. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to say it. It sucks because it means I actually have to spend less time with you guys, which is funny enough my job. But I need to not spend more time with them, which is rubbish. Do I witch? Do I witch? Do I watch? Sorry, do I watch? No, I have not seen Big Mama. I do not watch Big Mama. No. For sure. Sorry, I'm going to go back to what you said. Also, so hang on. We're just going to make something clear here, Twigsy. So that whole little string of comments, right, where it nearly got nearly got a little bit like, was where you said, Twigsy, oh yeah, because a pet pig is more normal than a dog. LMAO. Well, to some people, it bloody well is. Yeah. To some people, having a pet pig is more normal than having a pet dog. Pigs are cute. Pigs are smart. Pigs are tasty. Pigs are wonderful beings, right? All round. They feed us emotionally and physically. And to some people, just emotionally. And that's good for them. That's good for them. Their relationship with that animal is wonderful and great. I mean, I kind of would like a pig, just a cute little teacup pig because they're cute as hell. And I'm like, oh my God, imagine just this cute little animal, this cute little piggy just living around, like, cute. But the problem is I wouldn't feel comfortable with the waste and the caretaking because I'm pretty sure, not to say they roll around in mud and all that stuff, but yeah, teacup pig, micro pig, whatever. I'm pretty sure they're still relatively clean, but I think still it's the fact that I have enough trouble dealing with Dexter's waste that a pig's waste. I'm like, I don't know. And I would not eat it. I absolutely 100%, 120, 30, 40 million % would not eat that pig. I would keep it to the end of its days and then bury it to marinate. No, I'm joking. And bury it and let it be and let it return back to nature from whence it came. But I would love a pig. That would be the cutest thing in the world. But that's normal. See, having a pig is normal. And then this is something that I learned. When was it I learned this? This was in primary school. So I'm going to get all Grace on all of you when she was like, oh, we learned about flags in primary school. I won't forget it. I don't think you were there for Abby, but Twigsy, I know you were there. We learned about this in primary school. So I remember one of the teachers saying, someone made a comment about, oh, don't they eat dogs in China and blah, blah, blah. And the teacher turned around literally and said, do you know there are some cultures where they think eating bread is weird? And just left it there. And that stuck with me for the rest of my life. And I was like, that is so fair. But then I come from living in Africa for 3 years where eating certain foods was absolutely bang on normal. There are foods that I have not eaten that I want to make. Actually, I really want to make them again. I need to figure out how to make them. But there are foods that I have not eaten since I was 7 years old that I have not seen available to eat in this country yet. And that's not because it doesn't exist. It's because I haven't really hunted down for it. But I've not eaten it in this country since. Not once, not ever. And I miss it. But that food, I know for a fact, would be weird for us to eat here because what it was groundnut stew and fufu, it was called. And it's an African dish. And the fufu, if you imagine mashed potato, but it was spongier. So you wouldn't actually eat it with a knife and fork. You'd actually grab it and kind of grab a load with your hand. And then I've missed a lot of the chat because I'm going back to one of the stuff you said. And then you dip it in the groundnut stew, which was actually like a peanut-based sauce with chicken in it. And it was absolutely amazing. And I know that a lot of people here would find that weird. They'd find it weird. And the fact that we find people eating dogs and cats weird, I think, is just the fact that we domesticated dogs and cats. That's it. That's the only difference. We built a relationship with dogs and cats. And we might get on our moral high horse about it, but actually that's the matter of culture, right? That's it. No. Fuji. No, fufu. This is an African dish, not Fuji. No. And I think, are you not thinking of, oh God, what is I'm thinking of? What is it? Tofu. No, you don't. I mean, you said Fuji. You didn't stutter. You said Fuji. You meant Fuji. 1 second. Did you sure you meant Fuji? Because I typed in Fuji and that's a place, not a food. I also don't know what you're talking about there. Hang on. Wait, no, I haven't missed any of this chat. I've read all of this. I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't missed any chat. It looked like I missed a lot of chat, but you're still talking about micropigs and stuff. And now you're talking about Fuji. Nah, I missed shit. I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. But yeah, fufu. In fact, hang on. Let me on fufu groundnut stew. Oh, there it is. Fufu and groundnut soup. Oh, this takes me back. Oh my God. Oh, and it's Ghanaian. Yeah. That's where I lived. It was Ghanaian. This is so with fufu. Let me see. Because I want to see if I could actually make this here. Abby, are you okay? Abby's just gone robot. Abby's gone robot completely. No, I didn't miss it. I just didn't. Just because I didn't respond to it doesn't mean I didn't see it. It's just that I'm just choosing not to respond to it. That's all it is. Do you want me to say it so that you know? Is that what it is? So I understand this now. So basically, you need to hear me say the comment so that you know that I've read it. Because that's like a read receipt. That's like the blue ticks turning blue on WhatsApp. It's like, oh, he said it. Okay, cool. All right. So, okay, here we go. I'll do it. Also, I realized yesterday while I was eating beetroot leaves that everything we eat comes from something that was alive before. There we go. Yeah, I hear you. But at the same time, there's a lot of comments that come in that are also like, there's a lot of stuff that comes through. Like, and again, when I start talking, this is the thing. When I start talking, as you'll know, there's a load of comments that come through and they all just go bang, 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 bang. And for me to sit here and to respond to every single one of them all the time basically means that all I'm doing is just reading your comments. That's it. And ultimately, I don't get to share anything that starts a new conversation and stuff like that. So when I see comments, sometimes I'm like, okay, they're just sharing a thing. There's nothing for me to add to that. Thank you for sharing. And I say it, I'm just like, cool. But I'm not necessarily missing them. It's just that I'm hearing the comment and going, cool. Like there's no need for me to actually add, go on from there, because also I can the conversation still has a flow. Do you know what I mean? I think if someone else added something that was not relevant, I probably would pick up on that too, because I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? Where are you going with this? But yeah, for the most part, I'm kind of just like, okay, cool. I mean, I don't have anything to say to that. Fair enough. So yeah, always worth noting, because sometimes, yes, when the comments come through, especially when there's more people in the room. Right now, it's just you and Abby, Twigsy. So right now, there's not many of you. But when there's more people in the room and the comments are flying in, you've probably seen it sometimes. I'm just reading the comments and I'm just like, yeah, basically that's it. And that's it, I got nothing else to add. We're done here. Fantastic news. Right. Corn flour, cups of water, salt, pork loin chops. Why are you talking mad to me over here? Is that it? That's not it. Whisk corn flour with water and keep it until it boils. That's it. I didn't realize it was so easy. Wow, there you go then. That's it. That's done. Amazing. Oh, was that your cat? See, this is what I mean, right? So again, Abby just in the comments right there, Abby just went. And I was like, okay, thanks, Abby. Cheers. Abby's done. And then again, you said, sorry, my cat jumped onto the keyboard. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. So, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And also I got caught up in fufu and I did not realize it was that easy to make. Because actually, when I've seen people make groundnut stew, what I've seen is people basically, I've actually seen women with these gigantic wood pillars, like just slamming this fufu constantly for like half an hour. It felt like a long time. And I think that's to get it to the right texture. It's a good old long time it gets slammed. So that's why I was always a bit intimidated, because I was like, I don't know. I don't know how easy it is to do. I really don't. No idea. No idea how easy it is to do. Right. Well, there we go. That's it. That's actually, I've got to go now. I've got to go, everyone. It's 1 o'clock. I need to jump. I need to head out. But this has been fun. This has been fun time. I'll tell you what, I'm just thinking about, I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I won't be live tomorrow. I will be live on Friday. Okay. We got a deal? I won't be live tomorrow, but I will be live on Friday. How do we feel about that? We good with that? I think we're good with that. Yeah, we're good with that. Okay, so I'm going to head out. I'm going to I'm going to hit the dabs, get the hashtag out there, and we will going to. You're going to just sleep for the next 4 hours now. Sick. Okay. Amazing. You have the best 4 hours sleep of your life, Twigsy. You go and have the best 4 hours sleep. Make it the greatest sleep of your life. Put on some music. Put on, like, in fact, what I did last night was I actually I played myself one of those 3 hour long whatchamacallits raining thing. I really struggled to get sleep last night. Really struggled. So I had to play the raining noise, but that really just mwah. So yes, look at you, Twigsy, doing it right. Well done, Twigsy. Well done, Abby. Room for improvement there. Peak of the park. What are you doing? It's not a radio festival they've organised in some park in London, is it? Peak of the park. Unbelievable. But it's fine. We'll let you go. Thank you very much for being here today, both of you. And I will see you both on Friday. I will not see you tomorrow. All right? But I'll see you on Friday. Have a great 24 hours. Twigsy, sleep, dream, and obviously be the best Twigsy there ever was. And Abby, do the same thing. Live your best life. Goodbye to both of you. Take care. Have a good one.